This clip is brought to you by embarked.online.com.
We did want to ask about what you did after that. You had the Niggas on the Run, which was sort of like a little brief group that you guys put together and stuff as well. Some songs have been uploaded to like YouTube, but nothing was like officially like released and stuff like that. I mean, what was the concept behind that project?
That was I gotta get that up to me getting gaffed. You know what I mean? When I went locked up in Eiht, you know what I mean? In our conversations of me having something to do when I come home. This was a group that he put together, Niggas on the Run, N.O.T.R. This is when we brought our childhood friend out the neighborhood, Boom Bam in. And, you know, I talked to them on the phone and he like, man, I'm thinking about getting behind Boom Bam and a homie named Lil Rock. You know what I mean? I was like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pull the homies off the street. That's dope. So that was the plan. By the time I got out, Lil Rock and Eiht, they couldn't get it together. Lil Rock, his foot was more in the streets than mine. You know what I mean? So versus being a liability in the group, he left the group. I filled that void. You know what I mean? So Niggas on the Run was me, Eiht, and Boom Bam. And we had got a deal with Atlantic Records, Craig Coleman, and we did the project and everything. And for some reason, Eiht and Slip, they couldn't get it together. You know what I mean? Slip, he produced the whole project. Something was going on with the money or whatever, and Craig Coleman shelved the project. That same slot that Junior Mafia had, that was supposed to be Niggas on the Run, N.O.T.R. You know what I mean? We did videos, we got the budget, we did the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And we was already performing on tour with Eiht on the We Come Strapped project. So, you know what I mean? We was working and it was going to be a big ordeal, but for some odd reason, Slip and Eiht couldn't get it together and that project got shelved. So what does that do? You know, okay, we ain't doing it. Drive you back to the streets. Boom Bam went back to the streets. I went partially back to the streets. I started producing, you know what I mean? So I started taking stuff a little bit more serious, but not as serious as I needed to because I bumped my head and got locked up again. But that time I got out and I started doing my own records. You know what I mean? Like, let me produce some stuff. Double back to MC Ren. He was doing his last project on Ruthless, and he gave me a shot as a producer. And I produced a song called Shot Caller on that project. Me, him, and one of my other homies, Big Rock. I produced that joint, and from that point, it hit me. Start taking it a little bit more serious. Big Hutch, Code 187, KMG, rest in peace. From Above the Law, gave me a shot. You know what I mean? Like, won't you produce some stuff for them on Big Hutch album, Executive Decision, and Above the Law, Rich Thug's project. And then Cocaine came in. It's like, I want you to produce some stuff for me. I did some stuff for him. And then I started working on my own projects. I came with the Wind Chill Factor, California, and then, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Got locked up again because of my priors. Any small thing end up being big because of all of that stuff I did as a youngster. So when I got out, I started being in different groups, different things, just making my own brand of Chill from Compton's Most Wanted, but still rocking with Compton's Most Wanted and my partner MCA. Yeah. You know what I mean? Eiht has evolved as Eiht now from the Menace to Society movie and all that. So I just had to find me a lane, and my lane was producing. You know what I mean? So I started producing for those people that I just named, as well as, Snoop, one of my partners from school, him and Warren G, gave me a shot on 213 project. I produced 2 songs on that project, Run On Up and Ups and Downs. And then took my talents to the East Coast, you know what I mean? Where I love, what inspired me in music, you know what I mean? And got down with somebody I was a fan of, Redman. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He gave me an opportunity to get down with him on a song called Get 'Em on the Red Going Wild album. I produced that. You know what I mean? Then I'm like, okay, this is what I am. I'm a producer. So I took a hiatus from rapping and just started producing people like crazy. You know what I mean? And then start doing my own projects. That's where the California and the Big Homie Music Volume 1 and 2, and then, Forward 80 and, Forehead and now Elephant. You know what I mean?
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on embarked.online.com. Check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.